This is Satya Pradyuman of Cirrus Research. The latest issue of the Signals Report is just out. The title, Speculation Heats Up as U.S. Crowding Climbs to Feverish Pitch. This slide here basically reflects that our equity outlook, the stock versus bond work that we've got, remains overweight equities. Now, this is interesting because at the same time, we also have a fairly negative market crowding signal. In between, though, I think what's going on is that you do have some rotational risks in the market. We have speculation that's continuing to rise, but with room to go. And I think what is driving this is a little bit of looking through the tariff wars and at the same time expecting the Fed to come in. So as a result, a crowded market may continue further, especially if there's hope in the wings for a Fed rate cut. This chart here relates our risk appetite measure that it has been steadily climbing for over the last year, but importantly, this is a contrarian signal. The fact is there's plenty of room for this to get higher. Once it breaches this sort of speculative peak, that's really where the outlook for equities returns. The leadership stocks can come under duress. So there's room here. That said, clearly the hunt for AI exposure is not new. And in fact, what this is saying is that we're now starting to see a much more extreme bet. Importantly, and this is kind of key to note, what we're also seeing is also a rotational leadership. So as a result, in our leadership basket, NVIDIA has actually not made the cut the last few months. You've got other firms in there, such as like Palantir, that's now leadership. Importantly, what's also in this leadership basket is also industrials, because so much of the AI downstream play is tied to industrial energy-related demand. And then finally, this look at our style oscillator. This is remarkable because over the last 20 plus years, this reading has been net very, very, let's say, growth friendly. And in the last 18 months, we're seeing a much more rush to sort of valuation sensitivity. I think this is natural because if you have a crowded market, it means everyone is in agreement that AI is here. So the question is, once the valuations get extreme, do we get really some turbulence here that shakes leadership? So effectively, we have a race here where we could see speculation ramp up. But we've got a period here as we get into the fall. It gets a lot more questionable. Take a look at the full report. And as always, happy to take your questions. Thanks.